if you're on this healing journey and you don't know how long it's going to take, you feel like not sure that you're really making progress, you're not sure if you're believing in what you're doing. And that was the same case for Sarah, because she's been struggling for decades with her health. Actually, she just shared with me in our last session yesterday that she's 50 something right now, I think 53. Correct me, Sarah, if I'm wrong. And she feels better than she felt in her 30s. And it's actually, she feels so alive in her body. And after work, after full-time hour job, she walks like every day for 2 hours with a friend, like brisk walking in the UK in winter every day, just because she enjoys it. Long story short, what I wanted to share with you are some of her words. Interesting thing that she said is, the biggest thing is how I feel like a person. The healing journey is not just about what you eat, but they are interlinked with emotional well-being and emotional challenges. Sarah shared with me that usually in January, the people around her, or like in the UK, or just all over the planet right now, in January feel miserable post-Christmas, and she doesn't feel down at all. She actually feels really, really excited. Somehow on another level, she made a leap forward. After over a year, gut feeder who's listening right now, this is a thing you gotta keep in mind. So if you're, because on our healing journey, what we're usually been told is like, take this one thing, and then if it's the right thing, it's gonna work and you're gonna feel better. Like this. It's also what I'm sharing in the masterclass, where I'm talking more about how a healing journey realistically looks like, which I'm gonna link down below. It's a free training that you can do. It's about 45 minutes long, and it's really, really worth your time. I also talk about my own health challenges and the system that I used to overcome them. And then I asked Sarah what was the challenge, what are some of the challenges that she had personally in her healing journey, and not just on a physical level, but really like on the emotional level and sticking with it. Her belief system was really, really challenged. It's important, gut feeder, because we can do all the right things and we stop too early. We stop too early because the ingredients for healing are patience and consistency. And that's one of the reasons why Sarah started to work with me, because she wanted this reassurance. You know, just having somebody every week or every month later on, just looking with you on your healing journey, on your tracking protocol, and helping you to understand like, hey, those are the steps that work, and let's look into this. How does this feel? What do you feel is the answer for that? While always supporting you to listen to your own body and to listen to your own gut feelings, because that's where the power is, gut feeder. I really, 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 really believe that you can heal and that you become your own health expert if you just gotta stick with it and train it and have some support if necessary. Sarah said that holding on to the belief that you're doing something right is really, really challenging, was really challenging for her. Because in her example, she couldn't do celery juice for months. We just introduced celery juice a few months ago, and we've already been working a year. And she's been just doing cucumber juice, trusting. And I told her like, there will be a moment when you can do the celery juice and it's going to be fine. Because she had so many food intolerances, food sensitivities, you know, immediate reaction from the body, couldn't sleep then, and insomnia, and then all the symptoms got worse. It just takes time. We just keep going. We just keep going. The good thing about this is when you start documenting what you're actually doing and you start tracking your successes, even if they are like this, even if they are tiny, 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 tiny successes, for the weeks you see like, hey, oh, actually that improved. I totally forgot about that. Because our mind right now, we are wired to look for things that do not work. This is why part of this work here on the Gut Feelings channel and the Academy, and what I do with one-on-one clients and what I did with myself, is really about not just what you're eating and your emotional well-being, but it's about rewiring your brain. Literally creating new neurological pathways between neurons. She said to me that one of the most powerful exercises for her was not like the drink celery juice stuff, but an emotional exercise that I gave to the Gut Feeder Academy students. And that was whenever a symptom comes up. So for example, let's make up you're suffering with acid reflux or malabsorption, or you're losing too much weight, or you have anxiety. And then instead of trying to get rid of the anxiety, get rid of the discomfort, allowing it to be there and actually looking for how does it serve me right now. And this is very, very hard to digest if you don't know me yet and you don't know where I'm coming from. You might think like, this doesn't serve me, you know, I'm a victim, I don't, you know, like this is bad, I need to get fixed this. But the more resistance you put to things, the stronger they get. I really, really believe in this. Illness is really part of our growing, of our growing potential. As I'm talking more about in the masterclass, how I healed myself, I really believe that every healing journey is a gift for us. Every suffering has a gold mine underneath if we are allowing to see it. So this exercise was simple, super simple, just writing down one sentence, and that sentence, and then doing some brainstorming. And that sentence is, how does fill in the brackets your most uncomfortable symptom, you know, what's right now, what's most disturbing you, let's say acid reflux. How does acid reflux serve me right now? How does gut pain serve me right now? How does anxiety serve me right now? And then you take 5 minutes, that's all you do, 5 minutes on your time, and you just brainstorm. And in the beginning, there's going to come up so much resistance, and that's just fine. Because that's how our brain is wired. That's just the programming that we got. And this reprogramming time, this rewiring our brain is going to take time. This is going to take time as well. So in the beginning, you might just write down, that doesn't serve me, I hate this exercise. And you just write everything down that comes into your mind. And then come back to the question, how does acid reflux serve me right now? Well, maybe it gives me more time to focus on myself. Maybe. You know, and what you got to do this every day. Every day. This is part, if you make this part of your healing journey, you're gonna be brainwashed like in the most positive way. People will not recognize you anymore, and in a good way. And you actually, through your thinking, through how you react to things, you literally have an impact on your immune system. If adrenaline is released into your bloodstream or not. Because if we have a stress, if our mind creates stress for us, our body reacts with cortisol, adrenaline. Stress hormones, fight and flight mode, sympathicus active, you know, body in the stress mode. So you can come from both sides. I'm not telling you just do this exercise and go to McDonald's for lunch. No, you got to do all of that. But with Sarah's words, if you're holding on to the belief that you're doing something right and you keep on going with it, even if it's challenging, and you're documenting what you're doing, at some point you're going to see a success. And you're going to see another success, and you're going to see another success, and you're going to start believing in it. You're going to start believing in your body again that you can actually heal. But this is not for the faint-hearted. You know, this is why gut feeders and you watching right now, you are a little bit special. This is not how most of the society thinks. They just want a pill and they want to get rid of it. You know, until some point comes where we just don't have any answers anymore and we can't heal. You know, and even academic medicine, which I studied for 4 years in university, doesn't have any answers and can't help. And then people come to the Gut Feelings channel, maybe that's you as well, or come to one-on-one consulting. And then this shift needs to happen. And this shift is hard. It's not easy. It's simple. It's very, very simple. Like, I believe that healing doesn't have to be complicated at all. It can be very simple, but it's gonna take every piece, every cell of you, it takes tons of courage. It takes your belief system. It really, really changes you as a person. Makes you more powerful, makes you less dependent on outside sources, test results, doctors, what are you saying, supplements, you know, I have to take this. You become a beacon of light for other people. I really believe that healing is not just about you. Like, healing yourself is not just about you. It's about you finding your purpose in life, and if you have your purpose already, shining that 1,000 times amplified and inspiring the people around you just by example, just by being yourself. I really believe that. Last but not least, I would love to know from you, with own Sarah's words, what's something that you feel you have to unbelieve, that you've been told for years and for years and for years, that you're ready to unbelieve. What's something like that? Let me know in the comments below if that makes any sense to you. Let me know in the comments below right now.